everybody. This is Yvonne, and I'd like to show you something here that I've made. And this is obviously a tag, shabby chic style, from pieces that I've received from somebody from the swap. But for the exception of the butterfly here that I received in another swap. But have you ever wanted to make something jiggle, like whether it could be a little bear standing there, a butterfly, a bird, but you just want it to flutter? The camera may not do it justice here, but it does flutter quite a bit. Quite a bit. And it's all because of this spring underneath here that makes it wobble. So stick around with me, because I'm going to show you how you can make a hack for this, to make this idea of spring-loaded kind of butterfly or bird or flower or something that you would like to have move all the time. Bear with me. I'm going to show you. It'll just take a moment. Okay, so are you ready for me to show you how to make your homemade one like this? Well, you can buy these. These are, they're called Wobbles, I believe. And they come 1, 2, 3, I don't know, maybe 6, 8, 10 in a pack. And it's a plastic spring inside, just on a piece of cardstock. And you just peel, it's not cardstock actually, it's like a laminate. You just peel off the white here, and it becomes sticky. Well, it's sticky underneath, it's like a two-way tape. So then you would put one image on your project and glue the image that you would like onto that piece there. And then it becomes a wobbly thing. I used a butterfly, but it would look gorgeous on a child's project, to put a bear, to put a truck, a car, a sled going down a hill, even balloons, you know. But I'm going to show you how to make it without having to spend money, like $10 or whatever it costs for this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Grab a pen. This is a pen that a cheap pen. I bought them, I think they were like 8 for $1.25 or something like this, down at the dollar store. But, you know, just get a cheapo pen or some that don't work. Take it apart. Take the spring that's out in the middle here. Take a pair of pliers. I would suggest, now you can use it just as is, but I would suggest, pardon me, to cut it in two. Now I tried the Tim Holtz scissors, because they're supposed to cut through anything just about, and I figured this was so thin, but no can do, it didn't cut it, but it cuts like a butter with a cutter. So actually I nicked my scissors, which is totally different. So then you end up having two that you can make. Now another little thing you can do is, if you don't have a pen handy, or no pen, but you have a piece of wire, could be any kind of wire. I have a piece of jewelry here, very light. This is let me see, it's 26 gauge, and you could wrap it around a pencil or something small, a straw or whatever, small pen maybe, and you end up having exactly the same thing. Depending on what you wrap it around, it'll depending on the size that you'll end up with. I don't know if you can see this right from there, but see how that spring is all ready to go? It's the same thing. I would cut obviously all ends, and you end up with a spring, and it'll do the same thing. It'll be spring. So, but we're going to work with what we have here, which is the pen spring. All you do at this point is, it's quick, it's easy. It may not be as quick with me, but once you do them, you become really quick. You just either cut out with a pen, a pair of scissors rather, or if you have a punch, I have a 1-inch punch that's right handy. So I just cut out 2 points. One thing about this is that if you make your own, you can make it to fit any image that you want. If you use these, they're quite large. So if you have a smaller butterfly, like this, let's say, or a small image, you can see right through it. So it's a much harder to try to camouflage it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can use either a pick of sorts or a punch. Just go to your little piece that you've cut out and make a hole. I like this one just because I find it slides in really easy, but that was not planned. It just happened that I grabbed one of my punches and I had that one in my hand, and geez, this works really good. All you're going to do here is on the edge where you've cut the piece, you're going to wind it on that, like so. So you see in the bottom how that's coming out there? Once you've winded it in, like that, just take a piece of, you can take a piece of Scotch tape for that matter. That would be fine. Or, in this case, I'm just going to take a piece of glue dot, and I'm just going to add it to the back here, like that. And that will hold my spring intact. Like that. Okay, so you end up with what this looks like. Now I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to wind it on. When I say wind, is just you take the side and you just twist your circle, because your circle is just going to, it's going to come right across like this. Okay? And then you adjust it to where you want it. Now if you have a circle, it'll work exactly the same as what I'm doing here. I just used the, like I said, the little one that I have, just because it was convenient. I find that if you use tape, it works just, it's not so flimsy on the fingers, but that is because I can't find my Scotch tape. So I'm using my glue dots. So you'll learn to kind of go with what you have. And there you go. You have yourself the same as what I have here in the size that I want, and it did not cost me $10. Even if I had to buy the pens brand new, it wouldn't cost me that. Then all I do at this point is I'll take a piece of two-way tape. Now you could probably, if you use glue dots, go right directly on the glue dot, but I prefer to put another piece of tape for security purposes. I wouldn't want my piece to fall apart when the recipient gets it. So I would put a piece of two-way tape, a little all thumbs here, but grab the camera here and bring it up a little bit more. Closer. There you go. So I just ripped off a piece of tape, two-way tape, put it there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to grab a piece of my tape here. It's called Suk Wang tape. But whatever tape you have, it'll work. You can buy that tape from our Canadian supplier, Sandy, at a very good price if you're a member of our swap group. We have, Sandy gives us really good prices because we're part of the group. And she's an excellent supplier. You get great service with Sandy. So, there I have my adhesive on both sides. I would take whatever I want to put on there. Let's just say I'm going to grab this bird for show. I'm just going to glue it on, doesn't matter what side. And I'm going to put it on my project like this. And I have myself a piece of, I didn't glue it on the right end. You know what it is, eh? This bird had a piece of foam tape on it, and I should have taken it off. But it'll glue just, I just have to fiddle with it a little bit to make it straight. But it'll be just like this. And it will, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a piece of foam on the bottom, and that's what's making it loopy here. I should have taken that off. But it's not too bad. It's not too crooked. But see how it works? Now this is a full spring. That's how high it is. And this is half of a spring right there. So it makes it really nice, very movable, very attractive. and just makes an element, just a different type of element. So whether you're making a beautiful card, or you're doing some mixed media, or you're doing a scrapbook, it doesn't matter what, because this will fold, not fold down, but it will flatten out. You can put it in an envelope. If you do a scrapbook page, it will close your page. You'll have no issue. If you're making a journal, it's the same thing. The journal will, sorry for the clap, the journal will shut completely. Or if you just want to hang it on, this is what it looks like. And I absolutely love it. I hope you found this to be a little helpful. And, you know, if you have any questions or you have any ideas, please add them onto the comments. It would much be appreciated. This is Yvonne, and I'm going to sign off for now. So enjoy your little doodad, and I hope you make some. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.